Hi. So if you remember in the last video, I told something like, my dashcat scores and SIMCAT scores are totally different, and I'm scoring reasonably well in SIMCAT. So yesterday I gave SIMCAT 5, and it kind of gave me a reality check. I scored one of the lowest scores in SIMCAT so far. So before I even talk about my score, let me just quickly tell you what I did in the last week so that you'll get an understanding of my score. So in the last week, I practiced more questions from verbal in BARC, and I did more RCs from PYQs. I covered most of the RCs of the PYQs, so that's a good thing. And coming to DALR, I gave one sectional test in IMS and I scored considerably good. I'm getting better at set selection and solving sets in a time manner. And also did more PYQs from data interpretation involving percentages and averages. So till now I was mostly doing LR questions, and finally I started doing DI PYQs as well. And coming to QA, I gave a sectional test and practiced a good amount of questions from algebra. So this is exactly what I did in the last week. I'll cover more on this in the next video, where I'll give an overall monthly review. And coming to this course, I scored a total of 51 in the SIMCAT 5, and it is an overall review of all three sections. Coming to VRC, this is a slightly tougher section compared to the previous SIMCATs. RCs were tough to understand and they're also lengthy, so I blame it on me because I was not even understanding the topics much of the RC, so I could just kind of skim through all the passages. I don't remember reading the passage with very much detail, so, and that has got me more number of incorrect answers. So even the verbal also contained more tougher questions. Only the para summary had easier questions, and apart from that, all these sections have tougher questions in them, preferably mainly the odd one out questions. And coming to DLR, this turned out to be a scoring section. Although I managed to do only one set, but after the mock I resolved the paper and I was able to do almost 4 sets. So in an exam environment, I think 2 to 3 sets are actually doable. But I picked the not so easy set in the first round, and I was stuck on it. So I couldn't solve more, but there is room for more solving. And coming to QA they made it kind of easier. All the questions on arithmetic and algebra were good and solvable, and I saw a lot of questions from number system and series and progression. So I was weak in it, so I couldn't solve more questions. But yeah, this is a different mock, but there's a lot of learning from giving these mocks, because they are designing each SIMCATs in such a way that they are making one section tough and another moderate. So you have to be good in all the 3 sections. You cannot rely on your usual strengths. You have to score more on a section which you are not that strong enough to maximize your score. So this is a sign, to balance all your sections, and I think that's a good learning. Anyways, based on my mock experience till now, I've identified issues, I've identified rooms where I need to improve, and I'll talk about it clearly in the next video, because in the next video I'll be talking about the whole monthly progress, and I have enough data to point out where I need to improve. So see you in the next one, and I'll be giving dashcat the next week, and I'm also trying and also give 2 mocks a week starting next week. So yeah, let's see how things go.